status?
We just offloaded the Marauder's crew to an SC shuttle. They are on their way to Saturn, prime for mental realignment. Ship in tow.
Excellent.
Let me take a look at that arm.
I'm fine.
You're hardly the best judge of that. Torn muscles. No bruises and lacerations. Hardly surprising.
I'll gladly accept milk and cookies, thank you.
He will gladly escort me to sickbay at first opportunity.
Fine.
Which is now.
Keep your pantyhose on.
Your luck is gonna run out one day.
Yeah, and I'm sure when it does, you'll be there to salvage my last remaining cell of cloning. Is that right?
Yes. Only it won't be you.
That's right.
Merely a copy. Hopefully one with more sense.
Burn.
What you did today was not brave. It was suicidal.
Their weapons array knocked out our hyperdrive.
So you had to go after Escaped on your own?
Damn right! What am I supposed to do? Let them get away?
We were effecting repairs. We would have caught up with them soon enough.
Or not.
Your first obligation is your ship and yourself. I know what this is about. I know what day it is on Earth. It's November 9th. The day your grandfather died. Every single year on this date, you have to go off and do something crazy, brave. For what? To prove something to him, Matt. He's gone. I know Ed Kemmer was the greatest hero of our time. I know he was the savior of our United Planets and our space.
Don't you lecture me!
I was simply telling you.
What? Telling me what? That I'm a better candidate for realignment than those prisoners? That there are people out there that care about me? That's not just worth dying for? Tell you what. When you find out something that is, you let me know. Waitress? Gin and tonic. Fred! Hey! Hey! What'd I tell you about that woman? Yeah, stay away from her. She's pure evil. Princess! So this is where we go to blow off steam after we complete a mission.
Steam?
How sooner I forget you're not from the area.
Everything appears so ancient.
Well, it is. It's flown here bit by bit from planet Earth, from a city they used to call Los Angeles. Looks authentic though, doesn't it?
What are these?
Those? Well, it depends on where you come from. They can call them spuds, palm feets, even French fries.
French?
Well, yeah, they had nations back on Earth. Kind of like the planetary governments we have now. Oh, come on. Really? They didn't teach you about Earth and Mars? Neptune? Pluto? Europa? Your grandfather ruled these once they were terraformed?
And as I recall, your grandfather ran my grandfather and his people out of the system.
His people were renegade scientists, thugs, and malcontents. Your grandfather on numerous occasions tried to murder my grandfather. Even my grandmother!
Your grandmother?
Her maiden name was Hewitt. She was the daughter of the Secretary General.
Did you know them? Your grandparents?
Yes! They raised me ever since I was a teenager.
What about your parents?
Well, my mom died when I was little.
And your father?
Didn't they Let me show you what's new in the neighborhood. Come on. You know, there was a time when there were no humans out here, just robot drones. Lots changed in the recent years. Jupiter, look! Biggest boy in the solar system. 8 of the moons have now been colonized, and even the freebreathers of Europa are now a protected class. Oh, you feel that? Asteroid belt. Better strap in, princess. You know, the miners can actually make a decent living if they just break a sweat and wash their gauges. For what, only these raiders.
Raiders?
Yeah, raiders, marauders, preying on these poor, defenseless freebooters that come in and hit and run on these ships. We're trying to eradicate them, but they're slippery suckers. They just know all the hidey holes and just slip by our radars.
Is that Mars?
That's Mars. 500 million colonists. But you know, it started with just 5 families and a lander. Braver than I'll ever be.
Somehow I doubt that.
Earth, where it all began.
It's beautiful. Like a jewel.
It's worth defending. But you know, the conglomerate has leased everything. From Venus to the orbit of Saturn. For what? To build this solar collector. And you know, in time it might bring these vast resources in the system. But right now, it's killing these families and they got nowhere to go. Look, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be bitter, but I'm just leery about power for the sake of power, with no accountability.
Where I come from, that sounds like my entire family.
Oh, I'm sorry, princess. This is just not the paradise that they painted it out to be.
No, I didn't expect all of this. When I was raised, I was always taught that you and your people were monsters and murderers and would just kill anyone for any encounter. I couldn't believe it were true. I'm glad that I came.
I'm glad it should. No, ma'am, we're just following orders. That's right, just keeping the young lady diverted.
Commander, you have to take me with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The secret mission. I was informed yesterday. I knew you were going to Belikov 3.
That wasn't your concern.
Not my concern. It's the biggest adventure ever.
Why are you such in a god-awful hurry to die? Do you have some kind of death wish? How old are you, son?
18 and growing.
Yeah, and enjoy your leave. Go to a show. Bring a date.
Commander.
You're dismissed, cadet. You don't want to jump off the cliffs until you've built your wings.
I prefer to build mine on the way down, sir.
Well, you come on or